What's up, folks? How's it going? I have found another reason to make It's Oddly Terrifying with Maiden. And tonight, we're going to be giving California a break. We're going to give them a break. There's always something weird and bizarre going on in that freaking state. But, of course, up here in Canada, we have our own little places to make fun of and to just mock profusely and meme the shit out of it because it's worthy of doing that, and also of a fucking video. So tonight, the next place we're going to mock is Toronto. The main reason is Toronto from an outsider's perspective. I have only been to Toronto just for connecting air flights, and even at Pearson Airport was odd. It's not scary, but I could just tell from the air of the people. It just felt like total fucking apathy, really. It just fucking sucked. But in terms of being in the city, I don't know if I want to be in California, Toronto, New York City. I don't know. It's like a mishmash of all the same shit. So I don't know if I'd feel safe going out of Toronto. But apparently, some woman is having issues with the scariest fucking group in this area. And this just screams levels of Canada. Like, fuck it. It just makes for a great Oddly Terrifying because this is the reality of Toronto. So I figure, why the fuck not? Let's just do it. Woman petitions to limit running clubs, calling them the scariest gangs in Toronto. How? Okay, I'll just say this. I'm not gonna disagree. Okay, just that alone, calling running clubs the scariest gangs in Toronto it's just so fucking funny to me. And it just, I just needed to do an Oddly Terrifying with Maiden just for this alone. But I could kind of concede on this just a bit. Back in 2021, I made a point to just try for the fun of it. Either 2020 or 21, when I biked from the burbs all the way down to the old port. That was fun. Hectic. And I'm lucky to make it out alive. I probably would have been a statistic of being like a ghost biker or something. That wouldn't have been fun because of pedestrians, the number of times where yours truly had to stop because how many fucking people were just zombies on their phone, not paying the fuck attention, just being oblivious to their fucking surroundings. It was annoying. And then I had to deal with those idiots, and then I got to deal with the drivers. Now, of course, this is Montreal. It's not New York City where it's built on a grid, but it's always trafficked and bottlenecked and coned out the ass, and also potholed here and there, amongst other problems too. I haven't heard anything crazy like any innocuous group that are called the scariest gangs in Montreal, unless you want to classify like metalheads that, and fucking like e-bikes. Like, I find Toronto, we're only like 6 days in the new year, and Toronto has been getting fucked. E-scooters blowing up on the public transit, and now this fucking woman calling running clubs scariest gangs. Compared to what? I just had to. I'm sorry, guys, you're gonna get made fun of. I have to. Last time it was BC with the ecosexual, and now we got petitioning to limit running clubs. So let's just find out. Nearly 600 people have signed a petition. 600. Okay, all right. 600 people agree to such a thing. Have signed this petition calling on size limits for Toronto-based running clubs. Now, not even that you could enjoy. You can. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't want to share the road with everybody. Especially people that think they're hot shit with biking. Like, we're talking regular bikes, cyclists, sharing the same lane as somebody who's in a megaton steel of a shoebox. Like, y'all, I got a fucking SUV. Don't even try me now. Don't even fucking try me. Okay? You're cruising for a bruising, literally. Anyways, complaints about clubs running on crowded sidewalks in busy areas of the city, including the Eaton Centre, Canada's busiest shopping mall, have grown louder on social media in recent weeks. Because Toronto's crowded. It sucks. Okay, it's not New York crowded, but it's like annoyingly crowded, loud, trafficked. Who the fuck wants to, like, seriously, why can't you guys go somewhere else? Do you guys have any fucking greenery left out in Toronto? Because I can tell you in Montreal, it's, like, kind of limited. Even go to, like, Mount Royal and everything, they want to, like, I don't know if they've succeeded in banning cars from going up to, like, the view where everybody loves to see majority of Montreal. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of opposite over here. Like, they want to get rid of the fucking cars. They want to do that. They want it to be a pedestrian-friendly. And now you have this fucking problem, including people conglomerated in, like, sardines in a fucking place called Toronto. The petition was initiated by Zulf A., who has also complained about the clubs on her TikTok account. Well, I don't have Chinese spyware, so I ain't going on that bullshit. One of those videos where Zulf calls the runners the scariest gang in Toronto has been nearly viewed 3 million times. What's the, overall, what's the population in Toronto? Because I'm just curious if I doubt, like, 3 million, like, beats the number of people living out in Toronto. No wonder, you should see my BF when he rants about Toronto. Everything's 45 minutes away! Oh, Ottawa, not that Ottawa was worse, but oh boy, I'm not gonna get into it. His ranting about Toronto is hilarious. Within a matter of seconds, a running club turns the corner and there's 50 plus people. She says in the video, recalling an encounter on the walk with her sister. Half of them are on the sidewalk, half of them are on the street, and it's literally nowhere for us to go. What is so great about the city? Like, I gotta be honest, like, what is so awesome about it? Like, I think of Toronto, I'm just like, I get a little bit turned off. I gotta be honest. Like, I know it's just, like, sparse that I'm aware of. But I just, like, I don't want to fucking go there. I don't want to. It's, I mean, runners are the scariest groups of people, really? Really? You guys have had a terrible increase in gun violence and gang violence, too. And these guys are, like, the scariest motherfuckers in Toronto. Clearly you got your priorities straight, sweetheart. Clearly you do. Her petition, Zulf said, has been personally victimized by large running groups, not once, but twice in the past year. I guess you're doing something right. I mean, nobody thinks about going to the city and saying, yeah, I'm going to be, like, bombarded with all these fucking people, you know, just, like, getting trampled on. But that's, like, another reason to avoid the city. Like, I don't know where in Toronto she's in, but still, like, I wouldn't want to fucking go. I get turned off just even thinking about it. You know, Montreal's kind of bearable, but still, like, I avoid it for the most part. Recently was an exception, you know? These incidences were not isolated to me alone. There are numerous of other pedestrians who have experienced similar situations. Peace walks interrupted by large groups of runners to show little regard for others sharing the sidewalk. You should see the drivers and the pedestrians and the cyclists that we have here in Montreal. I'm not saying everyone's equally guilty, but you're always going to blame the fucking drivers. That's the attitude over here. And mind you, my thing is, I try to, no, not that I'm trying to drive like a New Yorker, but I try to have the attitude of a New Yorker. Like, I'm a little bit aggressive, especially now that I got a brand new car. You fuck with me in that case, whether you're Antifa or BLM or some protester of insert thing here, and you want to fuck with my car, I'm gonna get pissed. You're getting squashed. I don't give two fucks. The culture I find is different, and obviously, like, I don't live in the city, so I'm not exposed to that too often. But well, there's a war on parking. Like, that's definitely for sure. They want to make it more inconvenient. This is just another one out in a very overrated fucking city. You know, now I'm thinking about it. My original point was, when I think of Tirana, I think of, like, I get turned off, but I also think of like a San Francisco kind of, or some parts might be San Francisco. I don't know. What do you call Brampton these days? I call it the Neo San Francisco. So, signatories to the petition have alleged that running clubs have been entitled and aggressive in their behavior and trampled on their dogs. Well, that's really fucking shitty. That's shitty of you guys. Have been run into many times by aggressive groups. They should be restricted to under 20 people, have spacing requirements, requiring single file groups only. I mean, Jesus. Like, seriously? Okay, like, I get the annoyance, but come on, dude. This is like, this kind of reads Karen vibes to me. I could sympathize with that on some level, but, like, single file only. You might want to bitch to the fucking clubs. Like, they're the fucking problem, you know? Like, you guys have a lot of shitty-ass motherfuckers, like, entitled people out in Tirana. It's a city thing, you know? I have people that watch me from Tirana. I'm not including you in this, but the attitude is really annoying, I gotta say. While some social media users have mocked the complaints and denied the allegations, other running groups have used the opportunity to remind members of the importance of safety and respect for others. Well, it's great to remind people, will they actually do it? You know, I'm not interested on sharing a road with people who have little regard for private property and being very reckless. Like, dude, bros, it's called a blind spot for a reason. The number of times I've almost gotten fucking hit because a lot of yous forget or you're oblivious to looking in there. Okay? Again, good thing I got a dash cam and everything. At least I got something, you know? Just a peace of mind. It's important to follow the general etiquette of keeping to the right. Yeah, there's this thing over here, even in Montreal, where it's illegal. It's illegal. Like, even if you're going down, like, fucking escalators, to just stop on the left side. It's like, it's not that it's illegal. It's just, it's stupid. Like, dude, just fucking go. Just go. Like, why are you stopping then? Just go on the right, and you're just being a dick. And you gotta, like, be more forceful in that situation. Like, dude, move. You know? So yeah, that applies here too. Allowing room for others to pass, running single file when required, and slowing down in high traffic areas, in addition to following traffic signs and signals. Let's continue to be courteous and highlight all positivity of the running community brings. You should see the cyclists over here. I mean, it gets annoying. Zulf, who spoke to CTV News Tirana this week and asked that her last name be withheld, said that since launching the petition in December, she's received so many messages from people who claim to have had similar encounters with running clubs. I'm surprised she didn't just call forth to, like, ban running clubs. Yeah, okay, guys. Gas-powered vehicles are a problem. It's causing mass amounts of pollution. It's causing mass amounts of climate change. Even the dinosaurs were impacted by that. Never mind the meteor showers. No, it's, they should have been driving EVs. Now, y'all want to, like, phase it out eventually. You might as well just fucking ban the running clubs. Just ban it. I'm surprised you didn't even say that. Like, it's Tirana. It's fucking Tirana, man. Like, people out there get so offended by the most tedious little things. That's, like, my perception of it. I mean, of course, I will and could be wrong on that. But again, like, I get Karen vibes, and I'm surprised they just didn't call for a flat-out ban or just phasing out, like, running clubs because it's very offensive to my existence and my safety. You know? Isn't that ironic? To me, it's kind of ironic. Identifying himself as a run club leader, offering an apology, Tirana-based running coach Jamie Corrales commented on Zulf's video, writing, "It is certain running. It is a certain running club, but we are all guilty of this. We're trying to work on this." The city of Tirana does not require permits for the events, but in a statement, okay, so let me get this straight. Okay, here's something that I understand when it comes to Quebec City. I don't remember what was that cycling thing. It's like a whole bunch of people. It's like a competition. Like different parts of people from different parts of the world participate in it. I forgot the fucking name of it. I'm gonna assume that you need your permits for that. I'm assuming. Like if it's a club, okay. But putting on big events usually would require a permit, which I'm a little bit surprised by actually. But yeah, in terms of that thing that I'm talking about with the cyclists out of Quebec City, I don't remember the name of it. Someone's going to tell me. That's interesting. It doesn't require permits. A city like Tirana is not requiring permits for for the event. A little bit surprising considering how very hefty lefty it is out there and has to run the fucking country. You need permits for everything, and you're going to be taxed on anything. Even for me to use my own Mac will be taxed because it's using a shit ton of electricity and shit. Just for whatever reason. For whatever fucking reason. Like, I shouldn't be up at this time. So you're wasting electricity, Maiden, so tax for you. It's a type of shtick, right? It's bullshit either way. Anyways, Russell Baker, Tirana's manager of media relations issues management, reminded groups that large memberships to be considerate and mindful of those they share public spaces during their activity. So, in terms of this whole fucking thing, I mean, I just find it like it's a little bit exaggerated what she calls the scariest gangs at Tirana. But like, I mean, it's just a sense of entitlement, and running clubs are like not that much different compared to cyclists over here out in Quebec. But we're not talking like clubs. We're talking the attitude, right? And it still fucking sucks. Like even the cyclists, the pedestrians, the drivers, like I can't stand most people. Hell, even the fucking bus drivers, they fucking suck here. Like whomever's on the road and they're just entitled, I'm just like, yeah, fuck you type of deal. Nah, I don't play around with that bullshit. But it's Tirana. It's fucking Tirana, It's just fucking city entitlement, just the mindset, and just to call it the scariest gangs in Tirana. That's just fucking great. To me, it's just worth it. I get Karen vibes. I have nothing else to say. It's just trouble in Tirana, trouble in Tirana, trouble in Tirana. You guys meme your own existence. It's great. Peace out.